success. 10 steps to turning your creative potential into success. The first step that you will need to make is to assess your situation. Where are you today? How do you understand the dynamics of the world? Do you trust people? Can you be yourself? Are you allowed to make mistakes? These are questions that we have asked ourselves since when we were young children, or even before we were born, when we were still in our mother's womb. The answers we have given to these questions will determine whether or not we will even want to discover our creative potential. The second step is discover your mental capabilities. A lot of us, we don't do it because we think we cannot do it. When we were younger, we were told we were not that intelligent. This may have been told by our mothers when they were comparing us to other children. This may have resulted from the fact that we weren't among the best in our classes because they were only looking at mathematical reasoning and linguistic reasoning. And us who had other mental capabilities, we were not taken into consideration. And we were called stupid. We were called those who cannot make it in life. So we have decided not even discover our mental capabilities. The second step that you will need to make is to discover your mental capabilities. The third step, understand your personality. How do you think? How do you feel? How do you act? These are the patterns of your thoughts, the patterns of your actions. Some people are curious in nature and they like to just try new things. And by trying new things and asking themselves how things can work in a different way and how things can serve other purposes, they have come up with ideas of changing how things operate today. And they have come up with new objects to answer, to respond to the ways we want to do things and the problems that we have today. But why should you even want to discover your creative potential? What motivates you? What makes you do what you do? Your motivation factors. It may be your passionate interest, that thing that you like, that thing that you feel like you're in love with. It may be that personal drive to achieve something, to become somebody in life. It may be that need that you want to satisfy. Drums of Success will help you discover your mental capabilities, what I call the what of the equation. It will also help you to understand your personality. And this is what I call the how of the equation. And then it will also help you to understand why you do what you do. Your motivation factors. This is the why that multiplies the what and the how. The fifth step that you will make, now that you understand your creative potential and you want to turn it into creative ideas and objects, but why do you want to do that? What do you want to achieve in life that is pushing you to translating your creative potential into creative ideas and objects? I ask you so many questions that take you through this process of formulating your life purpose and set your goals. One of the questions that I ask you, imagine you're dead and somebody has to make a speech of who you are and what you did at your funeral. What are those things that you will love that person to cover in his speech? That should push you to formulating your life purpose. That thing that you want to have accomplished before you die. You know what you want to achieve, but how are you going to achieve it? The sixth step that you're going to make is to draw your strategies, putting in place stones that you will step on to achieve what you want to achieve. This is at the stage where you will have to define your unique personal message and strategize on how you're going to communicate this message in words and in non-words means. These are the stage that we identify those people that will help you in your process to translate your creative ideas into creative objects. Those people who are also interested in what you are interested in. Those people who will be the recipients of your creative objects. And then you will embark on the creative production. That's step 7. And the most important part of this book. You will start by generating ideas. It may come from your inspiration, or you will just sit down and generate ideas. As Ira said, creative people are those who take time to generate as many ideas as possible. But you also take time to evaluate these ideas, map them, then start the production and release and distribute the fruits of your production. When you will have released the fruits of your production, the world will receive it, and they may receive it in a way that is different from what you expected. How will you fight those creativity killers? How will you respond to those who will discourage you from continuing with your creativity? I tell you a number of creativity killers. Then you will go to step 9. When you will have fought with these creativity killers, you will start to achieve some of your short-term goals and another short-term goal. But how will you celebrate? Some people, they celebrate one short-term goal, and here they celebrate and keep on celebrating. You should learn from football players. The way they celebrate when they score a goal is different from the way they celebrate when they win a championship. The last step is to put your signature on the future. It may be the signature of excellence, signature of inspiration, or signature of purpose. A lot of people have died long ago before we have internet. But whenever we Google them, we find their names. Some people are not on internet. Their names, we cannot find them on internet. But we heard about their stories, because what they did stayed engraved in the memory of the world. What are you doing today that will be useful for the current generations and the generations to come? Thank you.